Well, here I am with another video. I'm going to continue talking about the elections in Mexico, so put a lot of attention for what I'm going to say today. And I'm going to stress the issue about Mexico because we need a better Mexico. And so I hope everything is well with you and your family. And my the title of this video is "A Vote for Claudia Cheinbaum is a Vote for AMLO. So I'm gonna explain you why did I say what I say. Okay. And so Mexico, the election is coming in less than 1 month. The election will be held in less than a month in Mexico. It will be Sunday, June 2nd of this year. And we gonna elect the president for 6 years, the sexennial, then 500 members of the Chamber of Deputies, and all 128 members of the Senate of the Republic. And this election is so important as the previous election when we elect Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, one of the great presidents in the history, besides Benito Juarez. But at this time, I believe that Andrew is supersede Benito Juarez. Now, some people don't agree with me, but I believe that he superseded at this time because of the technology and the world that we live in at this time is different from the one Benito Juarez was living. So I'm committed to talk more about this and call the YouTubers, my college, to do the same. We had to stress this to encourage the people to get out and vote. That's what we need. We had the power with our vote to end the corruption that is in Mexico and force those who represent the corruption, the traitors of Mexico, to drive it out of Mexico. They are no belong to Mexico. They can go to any other country, but they are no Mexicans because they are non-patriotic people. They are traitors of Mexico. They don't like Mexico and they don't like the people. So they are not belong to Mexico. They should leave. And I'm going to talk about the corruption of the ex-presidents. And I'm going to mention some of them. The last ones, there was the most corrupt people that were in Mexico. Carlos Salinas de Gortari, Ernesto Zedillo, Enrique Peña Nieto, Vicente Fox, Felipe Calderón Hinojosa, and the president of I don't know if I mentioned all of them, but let me mention again is Carlos Salinas de Gortari, Ernesto Zedillo, Vicente Fox, Felipe Calderón Hinojosa, Enrique Peña Nieto, and the president of the Partido Revolucionario Institucional, the PRI, Alejandro Moreno Cárdenas, another corrupt guy. And the president of the PAN, Partido Acción Nacional, Marco Cortés Mendoza, and Claudio X González, another that is working behind the scenes to do all these rallies in Mexico against Andres Manuel. He hates Andres Manuel López Obrador. And so, unfortunately, we are vote, excuse me, we cannot put new ministries in the Supreme Court because the members are not elected by popular vote. The president is the one that put the people in the Supreme Court. But as Morena, the new party, political party, is getting more and more powerful, then we can get them out of office. They are corrupt. The president of the Supreme Court in Mexico, Norma Lucia Piña, and the corrupt group that she has. We can get them out of there. We can get rid of them. We are vote because we had the power to do it. And I'm going to talk to that, even that I talked before in my previous videos about the three transformations. Why do we mention the fourth transformation this time? Well, because there were three transformation in Mexico. They transformed Mexico in a different way, and I'm going to mention the three of them. And we go for the fourth transformation with Andrés López Obrador, the new presidente, is the one who initiated this. All the transformation in Mexico, let me point at this. It was because of injustice. That's why we had those transformations, because of the injustice. But I'm going to talk about that you will keep this alive in your mind. You are a Mexican, you are a homie, you came over to the United States when you are a little kid, but you are Mexican, you are a little homie. So understand about what the history of Mexico and why what we're doing, okay? That way you can keep it in your mind what I'm saying. The first transformation was the independence from Spain. This was what $200 200 years of being a slave of Spain, maybe more than that. And then when the priest Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla raise up and then fight against Spain, and then we had the independence from Spain. Then that was the first transformation. Then the second was the guerra or reforma by Benito Juarez. We was from 1859 to 1863. Then the third one was the Mexican Revolution. The Mexican Revolution that overthrew Porfirio Diaz, el Porfiriato. This man ruled Mexico for more than 30 years as a dictator. So that's what it caused the revolution, the Mexican Revolution. And this what happened in 1910. They sent him to exile in France. So now, with all of this that I say, do you like to send all those corrupt people, traitors of Mexico, to exile? But not to France, but in a remote island somewhere in the world where they can die and we never have news about them. Do you would like to do that? So what you need to do is vote for the fourth transformation, and we can do that. We're going to force them to get out of the country. Now, all these three previous transformations in Mexico, they were bloody and violent. But the fourth transformation that now we're doing in Mexico, as a leader, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the new Mexican president, there is no bloody. This uh, doesn't have those characteristics. There are no bloody, there are no violent. It's just mainly what it is a revolution of the conscience of people. Let the people know what is going on in Mexico and made them active in the political machine for the good of Mexico. That's exactly what it is. The fourth transformation that Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador is a leader of this. Now, excuse me, in this video, I'm gonna ask some rhetorical questions. Why did I say um, a vote for Claudia Cheinbaum is a vote for AMLO? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's a vote for Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Do you think the AMLO is going to ignore anything that happened in Mexico because he says that he's going to retire? I think after he finished this year, then he says, I don't want nothing about politics. I'm just going to retire and stay home. But do you think the AMLO is going to be passive about this, to ignore anything that happened in Mexico with the new president, which is going to be Claudia Sheinbaum? And that he let Claudia alone without advice in certain occasions, and especially in those occasions when the president need to use strategies to accomplish anything good for Mexico. I don't believe the Andrew is going to completely, leave her alone. I believe that he's going to work behind the scenes, as we say, and give us some advices. Yeah, he doesn't gonna be active in the political machine, but also he can be a good advisor for Claudia Sheinbaum, the new president of Mexico. Because I don't believe that Andrew will be let Mexico go back to neoliberalism and what we lived before with those corrupt presidents that I mentioned, and the corruption. He's going to participate some way, somehow, in this, to the continuation of the fourth transformation. And so this is my own belief that this is going to happen, and I don't know what is you believe, but I wish you can send some comments and tell me if I'm right about this or no. So I believe that Andrew is going to be an advisor to Claudia Sheinbaum. Yeah, he doesn't going to be participate in the political machine, but he's going to help Claudia Sheinbaum to run the country. And now, all of this that I say, you are Mexican citizen, then you're gonna be able to vote here in the United States, somewhere somehow in the embassy. I don't know where, but I'm gonna investigate about this, and then you're gonna participate and vote for the new transformation that is going on right now, the continuation of the new transformation. So I'm excited about this. we're going to continue it. We're going to continue it, getting the corruption out of Mexico. The violence is still there in Mexico because Andres Manuel doesn't let the United States intervene in this. And I say in one of my videos, I says, if I was the president, I would let the army or the United States to get in Mexico and make an agreement and a contract for 6 months or maybe 1 year. And after they dismantle the crime and uh, uh, all this organized crime in Mexico, then get out of the country because he is afraid, because United States has always been manipulate Mexico for so many years. It's actually they are the one who put the presidents in Mexico, you know, and so probably that's why he is afraid about this. But I believe if you can sign a contract, an agreement to the United States, it's okay. Send the special special forces and the army over to Mexico, dismantle all the cartels in Mexico, and get out of the country. For a certain period of time only. So, what do you think about this? The election is coming so soon. June 2nd is almost here. And you are a Mexican citizen, then you can vote. You can vote here from the United States. So, let's move on to this new Mexico that is transformed right now. It's big time, you know. Now, so far I've been talking about politics, but now let's talk about you. I always bring the gospel in any of my videos because it's the most uh, productive thing in any of my videos when I'm talking about the Word of God. Are you happy? Are you successful? Is your life fulfilled? Or you feel empty and unfulfilled? You know why is the cause of all of this? It's because you need Jesus in your life. And it's very simple. You just need to ask Him to forgive you all your sins and open your heart to Him to be the Lord of your life. That's all you have to do. Nothing else. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about church. I don't talk about things that you have to do in order to be saved. It's just Jesus and Jesus alone and His Word, the sola escritura. He is the Logos. You need Him in your life to live in a better life, a more successful life, more happy life. Without Him, there is no happiness. It's an emptiness in our heart. And so I encourage you to, in your secret place over there in your house, wherever you are, just ask Him, Jesus, come into your heart. I open my heart to you. I want you to be my Lord of my life. And that's all you have to do, my dear friend. And you will see how different it's going to be your life from this time on. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel to see all my videos. There are different kind of videos in both languages. And so I always say, in my videos, as I say, you only speak English, you can check the same video in Spanish and learn Spanish, or vice versa. And God bless you.